Alright, hello friends. Now we have the question next greater element. The next greater element is the first greater element that is to the right. And the immediate thought that you should have here is because it is to the right, there is a directional aspect to this question, which also means if you wanted to pre-calculate values, you could actually go to the left. That is approaching this question right to left instead of left to right. And so if we read the question more, we see we have two arrays of numbers, nums1 and nums2. And nums1, we have to find the next greatest element of nums2 in nums2. And if it's not, then it's -1. And because we have this base case, we know that we will initialize with -1, go right to left, and anytime we find a value that is greater than the value we are looking at, we will update, right? So the tricky part here is actually how do you know which value to update to? Because in this case, let's say a 2 would match to a 2, and then what's the next largest? What about a 4? There's no next largest. And a 1, that matches here and goes to 3. But let's say it was a 2. Sorry, let's say this one was a 2 and this was a 1. So 2 here would match 2 and would go to a 3. But if it was 4 and 3, you'd want to go to a 4. So what I'm trying to get at here is that sometimes the next greater element isn't the most immediate element. It could be a little further away. So let's see one way we could solve this. And because of the right to left approach, as well as the fact that the next greater element isn't necessarily the immediate element, first you want a stack as well as a hash map to store your result. So you iterate through nums2 while stack and num greater than stack -1, that is the last element of a stack, you update the hash map with the popped value of a stack and you use number. And you assign the value number. And then for the stack itself, you add number. So this is a very straightforward iteration. Because of the stack, it allows you to mimic that right to left approach where you can look back and then update it when number is greater than the last element on stack. Then you will realize that not all values on the stack are cleared because there's a condition for the stack to be cleared, which means that the rest of these values have no next greater and are therefore -1. And that's what this hashmap.get does. It gets an answer if at any point it had actually met the stack -1 condition. Otherwise, it returns -1 because there is no next greater. Yep, thank you.